If you're looking for an honest review, that's the review. The consumer ain't saying, hey, what monitor can I go buy that I have to go get a spider calibration, put it on my monitor, calibrate, or call somebody up and spend another $300 to calibrate my monitor? That is stupid. All right, I'm going to start this video a little different. For all you haters out there, I'm going to have some haters on this video. I know it. Just go ahead and leave your negative comment, leave your down boo. I mean, I'm out here to give honest reviews, man. This is just honesty. Christmas is coming up. People are going to be buying their kids monitors, or their husbands or wives or uncles, aunties, grandparents, whatever. And OLEDs being supposed to be the newest best thing out there. We're gonna start getting the sales on these here come Christmas time, and hopefully some good ones. Saying that, this is literally I've had this monitor. This is gonna be 8-month update, and it's the Alienware. I'll leave it right here. The model number, what it is. It's 32 gigs, 240 hertz, OLED, 0.3 millisecond response time. Don't get me wrong. In the games, it does look good, but it also only looks good in a very, very dark room. And even at that, it's this Alienware, man. It is so gray wash on the screen. And when I made my first review, I had some comments about the same thing, that theirs was doing it. So I started this video yesterday. I'll be in a different shirt at the end of the video. Hopefully someone gets some insight on this. I'm tired of these people that are posting these reviews because Alienware sent them, Asus sent them, LG sent them. They all get sent these monitors, and I feel like they just do good reviews on them. They might throw a little bitty, like the placement of the joystick, or a what's called where a USB-C is, or it doesn't have a USB-C. They might throw a couple of small little bitty things in there, but they don't actually. I mean, there's not too many monitor reviews unless it's a private person like me that's not being sponsored, not being sent a monitor, that actually gives a negative review out here. And then we hardly get any views on our crap. So these companies don't really care. I'm just the average consumer, just like you. All right, saying that, I mean, I'm gonna try to capture the best I can. So the first time I did a review, I did it just with my cell phone. I did with my old S22 Ultra. This time I got the ZBE10. I'm still trying to learn the ZBE10. So I think there's some good points in it, but then there's also some bad points in it because I've already seen it. I've already seen the video of what I'm fixing to show. But I get my point across. That's the biggest thing. I am a new channel. I mean, I only got like 240 subscribers. I, so that's where, some of these companies, they don't really care, and honestly, some of these companies, I wish that Alienware or LG would send me one, because I mean, I'm really going to 100% give my positive, and if they allow me to give that positive review, you got to take your constructive criticism with your positive. I'm sorry. If a company is to succeed, they have to take that, because if they don't look at their constructive criticism, then they can't change their negatives. So just like me, I've had some negatives. I put too many dings, for my subscribe button in a video, and someone's like, "Hey man, I really like this video of yours." It was my video on the CPU, how a CPU works. I liked it. I'm new to all this, but man, them dings was this way too much. So that's constructive criticism. So now I know to back that down some. Man, I'm just trying to make sure that people like and subscribe. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm new. I got a new Fifine lavalier mic set coming. I got Fly Digi, the brand new Vader 4 Pro coming. So I got a couple of things coming up. Plus Christmas is coming up. So I'll have a lot more product reviews. But anyways, now that this intro is out of the way, sorry it was just a little bit long of an intro. But let's get in here, and I'm going to show you. Again, I'm an average Joe. You're going to be an average Joe. We don't have a spider. I'll put a spider up right here, what a spider is. It's not the 8-legged creature that you're thinking of, but it's a spider calibration for your monitors and TVs. Why would we want to go buy a monitor and go out and spend another $200 or $300 on this device to calibrate when it's supposed to come to us calibrated? And even at that, I don't think that calibrating this monitor would even bring them white levels back to white. They're so everyone's so focused on the black levels. Man, we need white levels as well. So without any more, here we go. We're gonna get into this again. I'm not a professional calibrator. I have not calibrated these monitors. This is out the box. This is what you're gonna do. And a lot of you haters out there are gonna say, calibrate your monitor. Hey, put this setting, put this. You got to play with this. No, we shouldn't have to play with that. That's the point. We should be able to go through our settings just like a TV, vivid, standard. If anything, just turn up our contrast and turn the brightness around a little bit. That is it. These monitors should, especially a monitor, the sRGB should be on point and we should have the correct color accuracy. All right, so the first time I did my monitor review of the Alienware, I don't know if y'all can guess which one the Alienware is. The 4K 240 hertz OLED panel. First time I did it, I did it with my cell phone. I didn't have my nice mirrorless camera yet. Now I have the ZVE10, and I know I've been looking for another monitor because I am really not satisfied whatsoever with the Alienware. This thing here is not bright. I see other people with the Asus, with the LGs, the Gigabit one, they're OLEDs, and they're getting so much more. So I roughly get about, according to Windows, I get about 948 nits of brightness in HDR. So, 1,000 nits to your left, 1,000 nits to your right. So this is an LG IPS panel. What is it? 24 dimming zones or something like that on this one here. And then of course OLED is on my right. I am going to move my camera so you know that it's not the angle. I don't have no lights on in here to try to get the best view for these screens. My lights on my PC are at the very minimum. So, look how dark that is. And no matter what I do, it stays dark. So now here with me just opening up my Google, I have speed dials. So here's all my dials. I know I got a lot of dials here. But yes, the blacks are a little bit blacker on your right. But it's so much brighter and I can see so much more on the left. Okay, and then while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up Yahoo real quick. Open up the web browser, open up the web browser. Look at that white to that dirty screen effect. I mean, I can see the LG so much better. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a little too bright, but I can turn the brightness down and it's still crisp. I mean, OLED's supposed to be the best because of the infinite contrast. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, it does look good in games. Yes, I don't get that grayish look, but again, it wasn't that bad on an IPS panel. So, if you're on the fence of upgrading to an OLED, I mean, I would really and truly think twice. Mini LEDs where it needs to be, but we only have like two choices, really and truly, in this this classification, which is what the Asus one. And then the G8 by LG or by Samsung, which had the horrible screen coating on it, and of course the fringing and everything else. But this is just horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up a game and I'm going to extend. I will switch between the two. I can't extend it because then the HDR won't kick in. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put on some Fortnite real quick and show you what it looks like on there. Alright, so I got Fortnite on. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it looks good. I mean, I'm not going to say that it doesn't look good in the game. But at the same time, though, the brightness being so low on this monitor, I mean, Windows tells me I'm getting, over 900 nits in the Windows settings. But I don't think I am. I think I might be getting like 700. I mean, you can see the other monitor right here to the left. It's peaking over here, and it's bright as hell compared to this. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to put Fortnite on that one as well here in just a sec. But this right here is crazy, the difference just because of the brightness. Don't get me wrong, like reds are reds, blacks are blacks. I mean, the colors are there, but it's almost too dark of a color. And I have this thing maxed out. If I max it out anymore in NVIDIA control panel, then I'm literally going to be uh, losing contrast. It starts to turn gray. I mean, Spider-Man looks good. I mean, I'm hoping that it's coming through the um, camera just as good. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to put it onto the other monitor real quick. And we'll go from there. I'll show you what it looks like on the other monitor. For fair comparison, I'm going to go ahead and leave the OLED on too, just like I did the other one. And there is just a small, like, you can tell that the blacks aren't completely black. I can see that, but it's so much brighter. It's still crisp. I'm not saying that it's not crisp. Like I said, I mean, like right there, I mean, the suit, it's black. You can tell that it is black. It might not be midnight black, which is, I guess, what some people are actually looking for. But to get that midnight black, um, you're losing out on the brightness, like 100%. I mean, I can see everything. I can see every detail in these. They're not too dark. That is still red, no matter what, whether it was the OLED or now the IPS. Where did we go a minute ago? Spider-Man. Look at that. I mean, Spider-Man, to me, I see not one difference between this and the OLED. Now, everything else around the picture, I see a huge difference. I mean, this is insane. All right, so you're on the fence, or you have this monitor and it's doing this, and you just think that it's normal, or you don't have a secondary monitor where you can tell that difference. There's a pretty big difference, and where I'm going to say that it's going to come in play big time. All right, so if you're coming from like a VA panel or even an IPS that doesn't have 1,000 nit brightness for HDR, you go to this, you're really not gonna tell a difference. You're not gonna see whatever I'm seeing. Now, since I do have two monitors and the other monitor is 1,000, I'm a big HDR fanatic. HDR really makes and breaks a game of movies, vice versa. Whenever I make videos, if I literally, when I make the video, if I don't go rewatch it on that monitor there, because that monitor there is closer to my mini LED TV, then it looks like, I'm telling you right now, it looks like complete garbage. The video does. The colors are way, way off. So if I try to color grade on this monitor, then it doesn't work. So again, I might be able to go get me a spider, invest in that, and just to dial in some settings here on the monitor, and get it. Maybe I can get a little bit more whiteness out of it, but it's a very, very dirty screen effect to me. It's what I call the dirty screen. That might be the name of it. The original review, I said the same thing. And actually, I had two parts to that review. I had the review and then I had this replacement because I thought it was a bad panel at first. We've had a firmware update since then. I didn't do a video. I didn't see the need of doing a video for that. I should have. Just to say, hey, there's still nothing here. Saying all this, I'm going to. It's hard to replace this monitor right here. It's really hard to replace my LG. But I do have warranty underneath this one. And it did start doing something weird about a month ago. It's only happened one time. And I got a lot of flickering lines through it. And that's all I've had. And I've had this monitor for over a year and a half or so now, maybe a little bit longer, maybe almost 2 years. I've had it for a while, but I put warranties on all my stuff. So, and Best Buy has some really, really good warranties. I can bring this back in there. I took a video of what the monitor was doing. I'm going to show them that picture. And then most likely they're just going to give me a gift card back to my account. as soon as there is a monitor that's just a OLED monitor that I believe is just going to blow me out of the water, then I'm going to do it. I almost did it the other day when the Samsung G8 240s went down to $799 for the mini LED. I almost did it, but I do want an OLED. I do like that deeper black. I'm just not seeing that brightness that everybody talks about. And I can come over to my settings. Let me go ahead and come here to my settings. I need to change all this back. So I can go to my display. Here's my OLED monitor. I need to make it back primary. It's not, but here's my OLED. Here's my HDR. And it's maxed out. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if OBS is allowing that or not. But, and again, yes, this says for SDR content, but I have always on HDR. So this thing should be, even in the Dell, even in the OS of the Dell or the UI of the Dell, it should be 100% at HDR 1000. The screen, even right now looking, compared to the other screen, is a very, very dirty effect. I can come here into my NVIDIA control panel. And again, here's my Alienware. I had the contrast out and I have it up to 60%, and then my vibrance. I mean, same thing with the LG. LG. I mean, they're right at the same. Everything's been identical. I haven't changed nothing on that whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna have all you trolls in this freaking video. I'm gonna have all you haters in the comments of this video. If y'all made it this far, you 20 minutes or so into this video, I'm gonna have all you haters in here. You can hate. I don't care what you say. Not the average person is going to have a spider, like I said in the beginning of the video. Not everybody has a spider. Not everybody's going to go buy it. If the average consumer says, "Hey, mom, I want I want this monitor for Christmas or whatever," and they're going out on YouTube and they're looking for a good review of this monitor, I would not suggest this to them. 100%. If you're looking for an honest review, that's the review. The consumer ain't saying, "Hey, what monitor can I go buy that I have to go get a spider calibration, put it on my monitor, calibrate, or call somebody up and spend another $300 to calibrate my monitor?" That is stupid. My monitor looks like dog shit. Plain and simple. I'm Thomas Tomology. Catch y'all in the next one.